Hello, thank you for joining us and welcome to Documents Live Build Lab. We meet here weekly to cover topics that will help you integrate your database with Document and generate beautiful professional documents. The weekly topic will take around 10 to 15 minutes of the session, and after the presentation, we'll have an open space where you can bring your questions so we can help you. Feel free to bring any questions, we'll be happy to assist. So let's start. The theme of the week is looping and sorting. So today we'll learn a bit about how we can loop through a list of items and display a list of items and sort them so your document can look just as you envision. So I prepared a few templates today for us to work, and I'll go through quickly how to build a list if you're not connected to Airtable, if you're connected to another data source, and we'll go through this building process. So let's start. First, let's access quote template. So this is available in our gallery. If you want to use it, it's free. You can just add a template right here and choose use a blueprint. It should be able under quotes. Okay, so let's go do this. So essentially, the way to build a list of items right here, what I am going to do is that I will build a list of items right here to display the items that I'm putting up on a quote. And here's how we can build that. So in one of our previous Live Build Lab sessions, I went through the field types. So today we will build a collection of items. A collection of items is essentially an array of objects. So essentially what it does is that it repeats different properties for different items. So for each item, you have different properties and you can repeat them in a list. So in this case, I have a product that I want to display its price and how many of them are going out on this quote and the total for each item, which is for each product. And let's start. So let's add a field. I'll call my collection field line items. If you're integrating with HubSpot, a collection field is essentially an associated list. To help you understand that, with Macon's API, it's called the same thing, it's called the collection, so it's a bit easier. So let's select the field type. It is collection, and let's add some fields here. So I have a description. I have a quantity, the unit price. I believe I also have a discount field prepared, and the total. Okay, so as you can see, by default, it will add a string as a field type. So we need to change that for the quantity. This is a number field. Same for unit price, discount, and total. So once it's done, we can just save the changes and the fields will be available here in the fields pane for you to just drag and drop them into the template. So let's add the description. Let's add the quantity, unit price, discount, and total. So you see right here that you have the collection field, which is the line items dot description. So when it's looking like this with the syntax, what Document's going to do is that it's just going to retrieve the data from the first item of the list. So if you want to display the entire list, we need to set up a loop. What the loop's going to do is that it's going to tell Document, okay, look at my collection of items, which in this case is line items, and please display all the items I have there in that list and also all the properties I have for each item in that list, which in this case is quantity, unit price, discount, and total. So we can access that through the Edit Logic button. You can select it in the Pro properties, or you can also go right here from this toolbar. So in here, what I'm doing is that I am just clicking the text element. You see that in Document, you have a way to organize the data. So right now what I want to do is to access the row that's holding all of these items together, because I want them to display horizontally. So basically display it as a list. So I can access the row holding the elements right here, or I can go directly to the contents pane. So there, I have my row selected, and now I will edit logic and set up this loop. So let's go to edit logic, repeat loop tab, and right here you have the fields already mapped from your fields from the schema that you just built. So right now I want to loop over line items, since that's the list holding all of my items and their properties. So let's save it. You will see that the line items from here is not appearing in the token anymore, since it's already looped, and this will make it more visual for you. So right now we will preview it. I currently don't have any items in this template, but I have prepared a template which I have already added the items information. So if we preview it, we'll see that the information I added here will be displayed and the list of items will come up. Okay, and here's the preview. Here are our items. So just so we can test, if we didn't make this loop, then it would just display the first item of that list. Let's remove it and preview. Or should display just this one once it loads. Okay, and there you go. So it just displayed the first item. So that's essentially how the loop works. Once you set up the loop, you loop over the field, the collection field, which is holding your list of items. But you will have all the items displaying on a list. And we can improve that. We can make a sorting. So it's possible to sort your document in many different ways. So it's same tab, it added logic, repeat loop, and then we can sort by fields. So in this case, let's say I want to sort it by the description. It should be ascending in a alphabetically order. So let's take a quick look. Wait for the template to save and preview it. So you see that it has changed. Yeah, in that case, we already have an alphabetic order. So let's try something else. So let's try descending. It should change the order. And let's save. Wait for the template to say that it changes and preview it. There you go. So you can also change the sorting to another field. You can add multiple fields. So let's say I want the description ascending, and I also want the price, the total price ascending. So let's save it. And let's take a quick look. And this is how it should look. So essentially, you will, I believe they are conflicting. So let me just remove the description, leave just total. And have it sorted by the total amount. Yeah, there you go. So you can set different sortings. The ones I added were conflicting, but you can also add multiple fields to sort by. And that's essentially it. For the custom data source, with Airtable, it's even easier. So let me open here a template where I already have Airtable connected. So same step. So right here, I have a row looped over line items. I selected them, the fields from my Airtable base. So if you don't want to display some of these fields, you also can do that. But right now I'm using all of them, so I will select all of them, and the fields will be already mapped and ready for you to just drag and drop them into the template. The process is the same. The fields are already mapped, so you can just select it from the drop down. You can add another type of sorting. So in this case, I want the discount. So the first item should be the one with the discount, since in this document we only have one item with a discount. So if I had, let's say, different discounts, then the greater discount would show up first. Let's take a quick look. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Sending. Okay. Yeah. So I changed a bit there, but to the first one to display it should be descending. It's correct. Now it's with the 0 discount, and then the last one's the one with the discount. So let's save this. Okay, and save. Now let's preview. And there you go. So as I shared previously, you're also able to have multiple rules right here. So you can add another field to sort by, and they combined will build the sorting. And that's it. Thank you for attending this week's session. The session has been recorded and will be posted on YouTube soon, so you can refer back to it whenever you need. Now, feel free to bring up any questions related to your templates. And if you don't have any question right now, that's okay. But in case it comes up later, feel free to reach out to us via chat or by email at support@documint.me. Thank you very much.